Shotgun Master beginning now.
What is that?
Big booty bitches.
All right.
It's a wiener.
It's wiener.
It's a dick fish.
All right.
I'm so scared.
Views beyond the news, gambling gamers. Hope everyone had a happy New Year's, a Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa.
I feel like you said that in the
Hanukkah.
complete wrong order.
Yeah. Whatever you
Happy
celebrate.
Halloween! I got a fun fact.
Can I finish my intro before you start? I hope everyone had happy holidays, and we didn't get to one last week, but we're here this week.
Happy Halloween!
And I think the only thing on the agenda right now is the new vape laws going into effect within the next 30 days and the possibility of us being thrown into World War III.
Happy Halloween!
All right, Tyler.
So, the country of... Sorry, I was looking at a picture of Scarlett Johansson. Josh, want to take a look at this?
Yeah.
There you go. So, what's it called?
Wow. That is something.
That is something right there, man.
Wow.
So, what's it called? The country of Ethiopia has 13 months in their year, and they're still in year 2012.
What? The world's gonna end.
The world is going to end.
2012. That was the time. They're probably like, oh shit.
Ethiopia has 13 months in their year, and they're still in year 2012. Fun fact.
Do you know why? Like, why they're
Probably some kind of ancient fucking calendar.
I tell you what, they use the sundial, and since they're so close to the equator, the sun's a little bit longer, so they go, we got an extra hour. And they add that every single day to another day, leading up to an extra month within another year. Space-time continuum.
That's some SpaceX shit.
Rick Sanchez, bitch.
Well, you know what? I liked your answer, so I accept that.
You're welcome.
It sounded like you really thought that out, and I appreciate that.
Cheese and rice, baby.
So, I put a fried egg on my chili, and it was a game changer. Is that what I'm looking at?
Now look at the top what Bert Kreischer said.
I put a fried egg on a pussy if my wife would let me. Oh my god. Okay. I think Tyler needs to hop off the internet for a moment. So,
Stop looking at the
I haven't
penis.
been on it all day.
First on the agenda today, an update on the vape thing. The Trump administration a while back was talking about attempting to ban all vape products except for something that was strictly tobacco related, like how Juul has Virginia tobacco, and it's a complete shit flavor. It's so nasty.
So delicious.
But they got a lot of... You know that's not true. They got a lot of backlash from the people, especially people who support Trump. People don't want their nicotine taken away. People don't want their vapes taken away. People want their fix.
I need it!
I'm currently sitting here with one right now.
Is there nicotine in that?
Yeah, 0.3.
Christian? Goddamn majors.
I've never gone down to 0. I want to go down to 0, but I've never done it.
Are you going lower and lower?
No, I've been on 0.3 forever now.
Christian!
Yeah.
Go to 0.2.
There's no 0.2. It's 0, 3, 6, 9, 12.
Okay, that's retarded. You have to go to fucking 2 and 1.
And they don't even... I don't even think they sell 12. You can get up to 9, and then they have individual packs of just nicotine that you can put in there and then mix it together to give yourself an extra boost if you wanted.
Ew.
It burns...
You haven't done that.
No, because anything higher than 6 hurts so bad in the back of the throat. Like, people
Fake
who vape higher than
Fake
6
serotonin.
are fucking crazy. Like, it destroys the back of my throat.
Those
I
are
hate it.
monsters.
Yeah, those are people who smoke, like, Marlboro Reds, no filter. Like, those people are fucking crazy. But the new vape laws, this article says you have just 30 days to stock up on flavored e-cigs. And basically what they're doing here is the FDA and the Trump administration have come together, and their goal is to get the fruity flavors off the market. So, like, a couple months ago, Juul was already fixing to be required by the Trump administration to remove all of their flavors except menthol and Virginia tobacco. And before Trump and them could actually sign anything into effect, Juul went ahead and beat them to the punch, and Juul just did it. When you walk into a gas station now, or anywhere that sells a Juul product, literally half of the shelf is empty, and it's just menthol and Virginia tobacco. Menthol's still good. It's similar to mint. It's really not that bad. Menthol's fantastic in terms of flavor.
Mint until you started vaping.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I don't like mint-flavored food.
Dude, go fuck yourself.
I was
Mint flavored
like-
food is delicious.
Yeah, no, I can handle
What
anything
about
else
peppermint?
mint.
You don't like candy canes?
I love candy canes.
It's a mint flavored food.
It's a candy. It's not...
Dude,
It doesn't bother
I
me.
almost said a word, but like,
Yeah.
dude,
Like
what?
candy canes don't
This
bother
is-
me.
This counts as
but
food.
Like
Candy is a food product.
like Thin Mint cookies. I don't care for Thin Mint cookies.
Those go hard.
It's
now.
chocolate and mint. You love chocolate.
I don't like.
You like mint.
I don't like mint ice cream.
Slaps.
Put them together. Why aren't you just like,
I
ugh?
don't like mint ice cream either.
I hear old
When was
box
the
a
last time
day.
you tried it?
The only time I'll eat is when I'm stoned. If I'm high, I'll eat it.
I mean,
the last time you
not
tried it
under the
sober?
I
influence.
don't know. I don't eat a whole lot of ice cream.
When was the last
Just
time you
cover
tried
asses.
mint candy sober? I think you should give it another try, and if you don't like it, I'm okay with that. But if you do
You
like
don't like
it,
pretzels. Why are you arguing with me about mint?
You don't
food?
like pretzels? What a fucking wacko.
Yeah, I just called you out, bitch.
hey,
Hey, you don't like pretzels.
so I don't like a lot of things.
It's pretzels though. It's
I
salted.
don't like how dry they are.
See,
they're so
and
fucking
I'm the
dry.
crazy one.
They're so dry and they're
You know,
super salty.
God made man to make Coke products. You can
Dude.
have a Coke while you eat pretzels.
Eat shit, dude. That just makes you more dehydrated and just makes you like want to eat more salty shit.
Well, that's what they're designed for. That's why they have them in,
Reach out,
in
they
bars.
make
They had
their
pretzels
money.
or they had peanuts.
I don't like pretzels.
So, basically, Juul went ahead and beat the Trump administration to the punch and wiped everything but menthol and Virginia tobacco. And it was a good move on their part. They altered their commercials to show, because you know how like Hollywood and movies and commercials work. You want the hot young people to model for your shit. So they were too concerned that all these like
Then why are we
20-year-olds,
models?
because well, the only one attractive enough here is for that is this one. He's got the guns for it, but no, that's a different industry.
That's why I whispered it. I'm hoping if the microphone picked that up, it'd be fucking hilarious.
The fact that you whisper as loud as we talk normally,
Dude, go
it
fuck
definitely
yourself.
picked it up.
Hey, I don't need your shit.
They went ahead and changed their commercials to, instead of having, you know, like these 21, 22-year-old actors puffing on their Juul products,
people.
they changed it to like 40, 50-year-old people, because the product itself is meant for people who are chain smokers to switch to a healthier alternative. And don't get me wrong, vaping is not a healthier alternative. Compared to cigarettes, there's
way
like
better.
There's like a if you're multiplying the effects, like there's a times 2.6% chance smoking cigarettes that you'll like get bronchitis, lung cancer. Vaping, the chance for you to get a disease is still there. It's like 1.3. It's considerably lower,
That's
but you
almost
still
half.
run the chance. Yeah, you still run the chance, but it's a healthier alternative.
Way better. I say, dude, if there's half a difference in something, that's insane. That's like saying we used to like be 100% no cure for cancer. Now
Yeah.
there's a 50% chance we could cure it. That's like nuts. 50%
Yeah.
is insane.
I don't know about that. I've seen I'm a Legend. That's just scary.
I Am Legend's a shit movie.
What? It's a great movie.
Nope, the alternate ending they have in that movie ruins the whole movie for me.
Will Smith.
It's an alternate ending. Who the fuck
literally
cares? It's not a real ending.
Whoever decided to film that has ruined the whole movie for me, because I was fine with the way it ended until I saw the alternate ending, and then I
Why'd
was
you
like,
even watch it?
why wouldn't you watch it?
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know there was an alternate ending.
There's an
Yeah, it's an alternate
yeah.
ending where he basically the like zombies and shit that are
They're
pissed off
aware.
and they're rushing in. All the leader wants is his girl back that he's been running experiments on, and he gives her back to him, and then they walk out and leave, and Will Smith lives. The alternate ending
I
is
don't
so
like that
dumb.
ending.
The alternate ending is so bad it ruined the whole movie for me. So
How though? That's so stupid. One little thing like that can destroy an entire movie for you.
I loved Aquaman until he said Ocean Master.
Dude, you're such a bitch.
Says the one who doesn't like pretzels.
Me, Ocean
Hey, I like the
Master.
buffalo pretzels. That shit smacks, man. That shit's
So-
delicious.
Slap
I'll eat a
ski.
whole bag of that shit.
So, what's going on right now, and this is what the FDA and the Trump administration have agreed on, there's a fine difference between e-cigarettes and vape products now. They want to distinguish the difference. I want you to know now that I'm going to zoom in on your face while you're doing that while I'm talking.
Dude, the last podcast I watched when I was eating something, I was like,
Yeah,
you like
I zoomed in on
You
it.
motherfucker! I saw that and I was like, I had the bottle in my mouth and I like finished it and I was just like, and Christian just zoomed in on my face while you were talking. I was like,
Yeah,
what
he's
the
gonna
fuck
zoom
is
on that
this?
too.
So, there's a fine line that they've distinguished between e-cigarettes and vape products. E-cigarettes are the tiny disposable vapes, similar to Juul or Hyde, Mr. Puff, Mr. Cloud, whatever brand you're going for. Those are e-cigarettes. These, however, the big mods that require individual coils to be changed, these are vape products. They're tank vapes. So tank products like the one I have here are going to be completely unaffected at the moment. There's no change, no liquid change, no law change. What they're doing with the e-cigarettes is every flavor. They've given stores a 30-day time period to get rid of their stock before they can only sell menthol or tobacco flavors. So anything that you would have liked e-cigarette wise, mango, mint, lush ice, pineapple, any flavor you could imagine, you should stock up within the next 30 days because they're no longer legally allowed to sell them.
Okay, don't encourage people to vape, dog.
I'm not encouraging children to vape.
He's just encouraging people to go get their.
I was like, I'm encouraging
fix of their.
If you like disposables and you're old enough to buy them, go stock up before they get rid of them because you're not going to get them back.
What's even crazy now? You have to be 21 to buy that shit.
Yeah, you have to be
Aren't you grandfathered in at some point?
No. There are certain they're like gas stations do not do the grandfathered in law.
Nope.
Gas stations you have to be 21, and like over at I think it's Green Gorilla here in town, they no longer do the grandfathered in clause. You have to be 21. But then Electric Cloud over by my house, they like the manager over there actually called up and asked about the grandfathered in law, and no one would give her a straight answer. So she's going to continue going by the grandfathered in clause because no one will tell her what to do. So it depends on where you go and how willing they are. Tyler, I'm going to hit you. It depends on where you go to try to be grandfathered in, but everything e-cigarette wise, from a small disposable to a Juul to something that you could buy small behind a gas station counter, within the next 30 days, all of your favorite flavors are going to be completely wiped out. Nothing you can do about that. And they said the only way they'll bring them back is if through testing and, the FDA, if they can prove that it's not a health concern with all the people being hospitalized. Because a lot of people who were hospitalized were due to the THC problems as well, especially those who passed away from it. But until they can determine that these are safe enough, all of your favorite fruit flavors will be completely gone. But if you continue to use the tank, you're safe for the moment. I'm sure they'll eventually get to that, and it'll piss a shitload of people off.
Including you.
I'm not really vaping a fruity flavor. I don't know what Illuminati is, but it's not a fruit flavor. Plus, I like menthol, so I'm not against menthol.
Oh, fuck.
Because there's also, I don't remember where it was, but certain states are now banning menthol cigarettes. Like, they're banning certain packs of cigarettes for some reason. I don't.
There goes that Marlboro Reds. Fuck.
I was like, I don't know why the bans are stretching to certain packs of cigarettes now, but as of right now, the only thing that's gone into effect is the
cigarettes
They should ban
fucking
cigarettes.
e-cigarettes.
But yeah, vaping. It blew up so fast, and now it's kind of one of those massive health scare. The Trump administration's trying to find the right way to deal with underage vaping, and a lot of the problem is the underage vaping. We've actually seen it at a couple of vape shops here in town. People are out in the parking lot collecting money from kids, going in and buying them disposable vapes and coming and handing them back out, kind of like people would do packs of cigarettes and shit.
Back in the day.
Yeah, so. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to try to prevent the youth from becoming addicted to cigarettes.
Back in your Pawpaw's day.
Because, I mean, God forbid, I'm only 21, but I'm old enough that I can make the decision to do that.
People who make good money off that shit.
I was like, people who are 16, yeah, you probably shouldn't be juuling in school. You shouldn't be sitting there in class needing to go to the bathroom every 15 minutes to puff on your stick.
Dude, you act like you did it, Ryan.
I knew a guy that took every 15 minutes to go to the restroom.
Who?
But he took shits. Talking about you.
Oh, fuck you, dog. That was just to fucking get out of Miss Holly's class. That
shit sucks.
Dude, I shit. Miss Holly got so mad at me at one point.
Again?
Dude, she asked if I had like a stomach problem, and I was like, yes, I do. Like, I straight up was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I started like irritable bowel or something, even though I fucking didn't. I just had to take a shit a lot. But I had, because she like called G, and I was like, G, tell him I have irritable bowel syndrome. I fucking hate that class. And she was like, okay, I bet you do. I don't care. And I was like,
I bet you do.
Yeah, she was like, I just want to go to that.
She's like, I fucking knew it.
She's like, she was like,
I told that dumbass doctor.
For them to tell us that we already know it. And I was like, nice.
But,
so I got to take a shit whenever I wanted in her class after that. I was like, fuck yeah. That's why she never got mad at me and kept getting mad at Joe.
Yeah, Joe just kept dipping.
But
Joe would disappear for like 30 minutes.
If you enjoy your e-cigarettes, stock up now. If you're not that concerned and you vape off a tank, just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, they'll get to you. They'll get to you eventually, but I wouldn't be overly concerned about it. Eventually, I think they'll let up. I think this is very similar to like how they used to treat alcohol. Like they're trying to outlaw it until
back in the Prohibition days.
Yeah, I think it's very similar. It's a health scare, and until they can figure out what they're doing with it, they'll eventually make a way back in.
Secret smoke speakeasies.
We can make one of those in like.
Dude, Josh, shut up! That was it. Mute the mic. Mute the mic. Dude, we start yelling at each other, mute that, and we're back.
Christian, we can use my house. I got that fucking basement.
Dude, Ryan, shut the fuck up.
They don't know where I live.
Guys, quit putting this on the internet. This could be $1 million idea, and y'all are fucking it up right now.
We can't be the only ones thinking.
After
about
we
it.
were just bitching about this middle class shit. Fuck.
We're about to be in the middle class, dogs.
But I eventually they'll get around to being like, okay, we figured it out. Because part of the problem of the people who all got sick was there, like, the vitamin E acetate that's in there. It's not as harmful to inhale like a small amount of it, but it's when you get massive amounts in it that it starts causing lung damage. And so there's certain brands out there that they're concerned about, and it's just easier for them to wipe everything at the moment. But it's whatever. You can't blame them for being scared about it. People are saying this isn't enough. They think they need to ban all vape products. There are some people who say Trump is literally just being a lazy piece of shit.
Ban fucking cigarettes, then. If you're gonna ban vape, ban cigarettes, because I'm pretty sure it's a statistical fact that e-cigarettes are safer than cigarettes.
I mean,
and they're like, let's keep cigarettes because it's $1 billion industry. When the vape could be $1 billion industry, but now everyone's freaking out about it. They're scared it's going to kick tobacco off its high horse.
And you can't have the big tobacco people angry. They want their money.
Just like you can't have the big oil people angry either. We'll blow you up.
Although after the current bombing run,
that was the point.
Oil prices have shot up, which is...
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oil went up after Trump's recent
Oil and
bombing.
the stock market.
Dude, hell yeah. That's good for my
And you
family.
wanna know
sorry,
what
I'm
else?
sorry, guys. That's really good for
What else went up? Those fucking gas prices.
Goddamn gas prices.
Goddamn
Dude,
gas
fucking
prices.
gas
Really?
prices.
Dude, that's amazing for us.
No, I don't know if gas prices are
No,
going
no,
up. I
gas
was just
prices.
making
If oil goes up, gas goes up. That's how it works.
I was like, Ryan was just making a joke. But
Where do you think you get your gasoline from, fellers?
The dinosaurs.
that...
You some bitch. You're damn right you do.
I'm on the dinosaurs.
We suck up their carcasses from the ground and this black stuff, and we get money.
That's all I had on vaping. Just recent things going into effect. Yes, Ryan.
Time out. Since we're on a smoke product, Illinois just passed their weed.
Did you see how much money Illinois made the first day?
Was it $3 million, right?
Illinois, their first day opening dispensaries in town made $3.2 million.
Yeah, it was like $3 million.
How big is Illinois?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Why,
but
why would I know the answer to
It's
that?
Illinois
We
fucking
can-
noise.
It's Illinois.
Dude, you compare it to Texas, like...
No, it's not as big as Texas.
Well, no fucking shit,
Nothing's
Ryan. We're the
bigger than
second
Texas.
biggest state, you tart ass. It's not as big as Texas. No shit, dude.
I'm just saying.
Come on
But,
now, we're all
like
here to have a good
population-wise,
time.
like, I just want to know what's the population compared to, like, how big is it compared to, like, a town in Texas or whatever? Like, because if they made $3 million and,
Probably
like the entire state...
Probably like
I can try to
like
give it
the
a quick
entire state
goose.
together made $3 million?
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
that's
the
not,
entire
that's, okay, that's not a lot for an
The
entire,
entire
state.
state.
well, considering the fact that they probably only opened a handful of dispensaries at the time, that's a shitload for one day of profit. I mean, especially for weed becoming legal day one, they made $3.2 million. That's a shitload.
That's fucking
Especially when you see, like on the news, they're showing...
I'm trying to put it in perspective for people. Because if you make $3 million here in, like, Texas from opening weed shops, it'd be like, dude, that's pussy numbers. What the hell is that? Because it should be, like, probably in the...
Well, like, the videos they were showing
probably
of
20s.
people at dispensaries, the lines were literally long enough to wrap around the building 4 or 5 times. People stood in line for 5 hours to buy weed.
That's you.
Yeah, that is me. That is so me.
Where's Christian been all day? In fucking line.
Like, I would have just gone. Get it
Josh,
were there,
Josh
like-
you'd be next to him in the fucking line.
No, I'd be like, no, I'm not waiting 5 hours. I'm just gonna get.
I would just
illegal
Venmo
leave.
Christian just to buy me someone.
Illinois has a population of 12.74 million people.
Okay. What's Texas?
Texas
More Texas.
has a population of 28.7 million people.
So how many was Illinois again?
12.
12?
And they
So
made
we're, like,
3.2 million.
almost we're double their size
Yeah.
basically in population, but we have a lot more land. But like
In terms of first day sales, though, for legal weed, that's
12 million
fantastic.
people. So if you have 12 million people and they each buy $1 of weed, that's 25% of the population buying weed.
What do you mean $1 of weed? You know how much $1 of weed
Yes,
is?
motherfucker! Yes, I was putting in perspective for amount of people.
Wow.
Like,
to pay-
that's 20.
I can't
that's
wait to
basically
enjoy
20
this dollar piece of weed.
That's just
basic-
microscope
That's
size.
basically 25% of the population like buying weed, even though Grand was probably like 10%. Because how much is weed in Illinois for like a gram?
No,
That-
it
that-
just
that's the
depends
thing.
of like.
Depends on the.
Well,
place.
dispensaries tend to fail because, like, on the black market, when you go to a dealer somewhere, like, generally they're going to charge you $10 a G.
Yeah.
Dispensaries, on the other hand, can charge you upwards of like 12 to 13, and then they tack on tax. So people still go to the black market for weed because it's cheaper. Dispensaries need to figure out common ground to where you can apply tax and you're not paying too much for like this much.
But they still need to make a profit. So.
They do still need to make a profit. So
It
legalizing
should be like $15 then for a gram.
Yeah, around that.
Because in Texas, $10 a gram is insanely cheap. Like I know in some other states, like $20 a G on the black market. Like it depends on what state.
I would not pay $20 a G. It's not worth it.
Christian,
at that
how
point.
long would you have to go without weed?
But like, what if it's
$20
like a super strain of weed?
I mean,
Yeah, what if it's like
It all gets you the same
Alabama
Alabama Kush.
No, what is it? It's from South Park.
Oh fuck! I don't watch South Park.
I don't know. We're still talking about Alaskan
was ta-
Thunderfuck.
Ah, the Alaskan Thunderfuck. Yeah, what was Alaskan Thunderfuck?
I mean,
Would you let it Alaskan Thunderfuck you?
not for $20 a G.
Pardon?
No,
Really?
not.
Pardon?
It's too expensive.
never
Especially with how
Pardon?
fast you can blow through weed. Like depending on how often you
Especially
smoke, $20
your ass,
is not
dude.
worth it. It's not.
$20 would last you what? One?
It would be.
Not
It would
even
last
a
me
day.
maybe 6 hours.
Yeah, damn.
Wait, what if it was Alaskan Thunderfuck?
Not even a day.
Yeah, probably not even a day, really. But I mean, it just depends on your tolerance at that point.
Yeah, it's like the same. It's almost the same lane.
poor kangaroos,
It's
man.
almost the same lane mass as America.
man.
God,
Those,
dude.
what is those other things that live
English
in?
is so hard when you talk. Oh, you know what's funny? When I talk to people like customers, I don't fuck up my words. It's only around y'all fucks.
Why you gotta
Y'all
get so
fucks.
texted
And
like
so-
out of the blue? Y'all.
It's all around y'all fuck.
And pretty girls. Poor Tyler.
It's alright, bro.
It's
We get
just
over
a
it.
shame that it's your main language and you can't even speak it.
Hey,
Hey, he can count to 10 in
Fuck yeah.
Tagalog, so leave him alone, guys, okay?
no, I can't. I can say the one word you can. Issei.
Alright,
Because it's the
Josh.
character of a name in anime.
Josh, would you like to start? We're gonna transition into World War III. So
Yeah, bye. Yeah, gotta get y'all's tickets to the train.
Oh, we're doing Australia.
I don't think Josh wants to.
Well, it's on fire, so...
Yeah, you know what? You know what?
Australia-
Fine. Australia's on fucking fire there.
Well, Australia's been on
Jesus.
fire for a while.
Donate some fucking money. They're really struggling right now, guys,
I was
honestly.
like, they just recently declared that it is now a national state of emergency and people are being forced to evacuate like across seas. And
Yeah.
to
shit.
New Zealand and shit
Yeah.
like that.
It-
Animals are dying. Donate money.
Get them kangaroos out of there.
Aren't the
Kangaroos are an invasive species. In Australia, they eat them.
well the koalas are on the verge of becoming extinct at this point.
Save the koalas.
Yeah, there's literally videos
Fuck
of
the kangaroos. Save the koalas, man. They're so
Those
cute.
kangaroos punch,
there's
man.
videos of people out there like while the fires are burning and there's these koalas with like 3rd-degree burns and people are literally stripping their clothes off and covering the koalas and trying to get them out.
Are
Like,
you
Yeah.
naked carrying a koala?
I've seen this
It
one.
is burns,
I've seen this one
man.
video of this poor koala dude just on fucking fire, and he's
And
just like,
he-
so you hear him screaming in the
Yeah, you
background.
hear
I'm
him
like,
wailing.
oh my
I
God.
don't want to hear
and
that.
like he's hanging to a tree and this lady walks up and she just whips her shirt off, wraps him up, and then just takes off.
Yeah, that
running
poor
with him.
that poor koala is just
Protect
fucked.
you.
I'll protect you.
This all...
Oi! Oh!
That's not how they sound in Australia.
Me and Chris were like, oi!
What are you talking about, bro? This
Look
where's
over
the
there.
Crocodile Dundee.
Look over there.
There's a
Look
koala.
over there. We're
There's a
going to
koala on
save all
fire
I'm
with
gonna
it.
put my
koalas.
finger in its bum.
Oh, my line's on fire? That's
All-
fucked up.
all jokes aside, to the people who are actually over there fighting for these animals
We're
and trying
very
to save their
brave
life, good on y'all. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
honestly.
trying to be a sarcastic.
Good on
ya.
asshole,
No.
but God damn, it takes a lot of nuts to run into a fire when
Yeah,
it's
I'm
actually
sorry.
going.
I'm not a
Like,
firefighter.
I don't know if you guys saw the recent pictures, but
Someone
there,
ran up and just started punching.
there was a picture of this guy standing on like the front porch of this house.
Oh, yeah.
And the entire camera screen was red, and it's like no filter. Australia's on fire. Like
It's
the
literally-
atmosphere over there is as red as your
It's
shirt.
on fire.
Like it's
It's a
terrifying.
pretty red shirt, though.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It's really... It's
Does it
burning.
look like a apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's literally fires everywhere.
It's like literally all shit over there.
They
I feel like
not
we take
in
for
there.
granted we live in the greatest country in the world.
Debatable.
I mean, I think
I'm just kidding. We're not the greatest country in the world. We
I
fucking
think
suck.
I think most people take for granted what they have until they see other people suffering. And they're like,
Oh, yeah.
shit. But
Dude, why not?
Still
Is
red.
America?
Can't-
Fucking is Australia? I would say is America our ally? Is Australia our ally?
Yes, they're part of NATO.
There we are.
They are. Then how? How can we go fucking help them?
We are.
They are. They're
We have the
forces
National
there.
Guard over there.
Yeah, they're helping them take out the fires.
What else do you want? You want fucking Marines going over there fucking blowing up more shit? No, why would we want that?
Marines don't know. All Marines know is that, dude. Not all they know is boom, boom, boom.
Dude, they fucking write their names in crayons and they eat them, Tyler.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, goddamn right.
That's where I'm going if World War III happens. Okay? I'm gonna eat a fucking crayon to get my shit done.
Right,
They're gonna be like, hey, oi! Eat
Don't-
that fucking crayon, you're gonna be in here. Yes, sir.
Don't y'all send Michael crowns for like his birthday or something?
Yeah, they bought him crayons.
I bought him a 64 pack this year.
He was so
There's a
happy.
snack in case you get hungry.
I even sent him a coloring book, but I don't think he knows how to read, so.
You don't read in a coloring book.
That's the point, because they're motards.
No, I'm saying he's just gonna eat the crayons. He says a picture book.
I imagine like he.
He
opens
texted
the
me, he's like,
package.
hey, why is the picture book you sent me without any colors? I was like,
Yo, but honestly, though, yeah.
Michael,
Shout out to the Marines. If you're a Marine watching this, thank you for your service, but...
I was like, Michael, I sent you a coloring book and crayons. I was like, oh, I thought you just sent me a snack and a picture book.
I imagine he opens the box and there's crowns and it's just. But
Get in my belly.
Fucking mean. Holy shit, dude.
I blame the internet. The internet makes fun of everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Here's a pack of crowns, you fucking dumbass. Thank you for your service, but you're a dumbass.
All right, Josh.
Well, it's Michael. He's a dumbass. So,
Oh my.
Start us off with World War III bombings. What's going on?
All right, so basically, President Trump ordered a drone strike on the Baghdad airport, and it killed a general named
You're damn right we did.
Qassam
I was like, good luck pronouncing that.
Soleimani.
Yeah, like Soleimani is the only thing I remember from
Yeah.
him. The demigod.
It was like in
What?
response to Soleimani's
That's what the Secretary of Defense
actions. He's the leader of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps called the Quds Force.
Yes, sir.
Quad Force.
I'm gonna wait for Josh to finish, then I want to talk next after this. Because I want to talk about why they're speculating this is happening.
The U.S. Designated his force as a foreign terrorist organization. They're responsible for hundreds of Americans and coalition member deaths. They were actively planning attacks on American diplomats and service members throughout Iraq. And most recently, they orchestrated an attack on coalition bases on December 27th, as well as approved the attacks on the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad that happened earlier this week. So he's kind of a bad guy.
And that's kind of where I was gonna lead into this.
Completely
Is
zoned out while Josh was talking.
there was a bunch of riots and attacks at the U.S. Embassy over there, and they're pretty sure that this man was behind the coordination of these attacks. But from my understanding, when the drone strike happened, this general had just landed at the airport and he was stepping off the plane to meet like another commander. Right as he was like getting off the plane and they were like on the ground, the fucking bombs dropped. And they just blew up the whole fucking
So
airport.
wait, this dude was
like with civilians in it?
No.
No, it was a military base type thing.
It's like a military.
Oh, okay, cool. So he
Yeah.
just fucked the revolutionaries, right?
So wait, what was this dude like other than just a command? Like
He was a high-ranking like official. He's
He
in
was their
charge of
highest-ranking
coordinating the
general.
plans. He's in charge of sending people out.
he was the
and-
highest ranking general in their army.
And
He was like the second most powerful person in Iran.
yeah.
And currently, I know that tensions have been strong between them because Trump was talking about doing whatever Trump was going to do over there, and I don't know what the leader over there
Trump
is
was
called.
talking Trump.
I was like, I don't know what the leader over there, president, prime minister, whatever.
Supreme
the fuck
leader.
it is.
it's a prime minister.
He was quoted as basically telling Trump,
Trump
"You're not
who?
going to do a damn thing over here."
Yeah.
And that escalated. Trump called in the strike. I also didn't get the chance to read the article, but from my understanding, the Democrats are pissed off.
Yeah, the Democrats are mad because they feel like they should have been at least part of the
No,
decision.
no. Pelosi's pissed because it was an unauthorized strike.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't go through the chain of
It didn't
commands.
go through
Trump
Congress.
called it, and it just went through.
Yeah.
And Pelosi's pissed. She wants to know who the fuck authorized this right now.
Well,
That was my question. I was like, shouldn't there be a little bit more chain of command before the president's just like, you know what, let's blow some shit up? And they're just like, yes, sir!
well, no, he was able to do it
Boom, like,
because
what? Did he pick up the red phone or something? He's like, I'm going to say this at DEF CON 3. We're not really there. I just want you to do whatever I say.
He's like, I'm about to leave fucking office.
Listen here. I've been impeached. This is my last order. Blow some shit up. I want to go out with a bang. And he's like, you know what keep me in office? World War III. We're going to start it, okay? Sounds good? Awesome.
I mean, not to be a conspiracy theorist or anything, but look at Bush in 9/11. I'm just saying, it kept him in office.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Just saying.
We're not going to go to another war with them.
No, but I'm just saying that. How do you think Bush stayed in office?
Yeah, but we also have to remember who else is over there.
We have
Russia's
to find
over there
Katrina
too.
and bring her to justice.
Like we also have to remember that.
I hate that.
We also have to. Because this is in what country? This was in where in Afghan in
It's in
the
Iran.
Middle East.
Iran.
Okay, so Iran, that's pretty close to Saudi.
It doesn't matter. They were.
So like you also have to remember that Russia's also got people in Saudi Arabia, so that could also be a reason why he wants to get over there.
We're gonna fuck some Russians.
I do not want to fight Russians. I'm
Well,
sorry. I'll fight some damn North Koreans, but not Russians.
Yeah, a little. Never. I'm not
can
gonna
see
say
you
that.
keeping it
Christian would have to
quiet,
cut
Josh.
me out for the next few minutes if I just said what I wanted to
Please
say. And you
Please
might see
continue,
Josh,
Josh.
leap across the table at me.
I mean, I actually read like a couple articles. So
I read.
have to bullshit everything.
I was like, I read one main article about the actual bombing of the military base.
Yeah, I just saw the one that the
See, for some reason, I was thinking it was an airport, like just a
Secretary-
general airport. I was
It's-
like,
it was
I was
called
like,
military
that
base.
might go to. I think that what they're trying to do is, so they bomb them, and we're gonna see if they retaliate, and if they retaliate, then there might be a declaration of war.
Well, I
Because
know.
if there is another terrorist attack on American soil, we are gonna fuck someone
Well,
up.
I know that higher ups. I don't know what his first name is. His last name is Fallon, and he works, next to Trump and shit.
Jimmy?
No,
Very cool.
I didn't make you go stand in the corner. You knew it wasn't Jimmy. You just wanted to fucking say it. He was talking about how there's too much at stake now, and there's no way they're gonna retaliate as bad as they want to because there's too much on the line. There's too many sanctions. There's too many this, too many that. But Trump's really not making the situation better by like tweeting out a picture of the fucking American flag after he does this shit. Like you're pissing
America!
You're pissing fuel on a fire right now. You're straight gasoline, like
Oh, is pissing gasoline?
yeah, just straight gasoline on a fire.
Gross. No one wants
How do you
that.
get that into his body?
But Josh, I see you got a lot written there. Keep going.
Well, earlier you guys were wondering how he was able to do it. He was able to order the strike without permission of Congress because he claimed that Soleimani had a string of plans that were going to set harm to the United States. So he was able to get White House administrative lawyers to claim that, as his role as commander-in-chief, that he was able to call a drone strike as an act of self-defense.
Using his power.
That's what some people are saying. But an administration official says that the strike was fully vetted by 3 different sets of lawyers. One set of lawyers from the White House, set of lawyers from the Department of Justice, and a set of lawyers from the Department of Defense.
Those lawyers must be like, woo!
And all 3 sets deemed the strike was fully
Wait,
appropriate
hold on,
action.
Sets?
Yes, I said, yeah.
So,
there's
like, how
sets of
many
lawyers.
people in each set?
There-
Like,
I
is
don't
it like
know.
12 fucking people that were just like, woo! Like, we're just like, let's fucking do it!
I mean,
like, what the hell? Are
It's
they all
just
from
like
Texas?
multiple lawyers from different parts, but
Dude,
they all
what the
claimed it
fuck?
as like fully appropriate action, 100% legal. So he was able to do it without going to Congress because he went. He claimed that self-defense for America.
And what's crazy about that is whether that's truthful or not. Like if you're claiming that it's a threat to national security, no one's gonna question.
Well,
that.
you can't really see if the guy had any plans anymore because
Yeah.
he's dead.
You
But
kind of blew him to smithereens.
he does have a history of like working with like supremely
Al-Qaeda?
like a bunch of IEDs that have already done damage to like
Wait,
armed
like,
forces. over
That's on
there.
like legit, like Al Qaeda, like connection to Al Qaeda and stuff like that, or like
He's-
does he
he
have
has
connections
his-
to ISIS or
He's
anything?
got. He's.
I'm
I mean,
sure.
probably. I mean, he's fought his own parts.
He's
like,
strapped to the
his own-
nines.
His force is basically their own like terrorist force. So
Surprised Christian didn't hit me.
yeah.
I'm just ignoring you at this point.
I didn't even hear him.
I with a serious voice was like, is he strapped to the nines?
Strapped to the.
I'm just
nines.
ignoring him at this point.
Well, no, he's pretty. He was a pretty intense guy.
So he is strapped to the nines.
He was extremely close to the supreme leader of Iran, and all of his forces, like, they reported directly to him.
I would like you to stop interrupting Josh.
So his death was like viewed to be similar to like assassinating both like the head of a terrorist organization and the head of state. So his death can really like drastically like escalate what's going on in Iraq between like U.S. forces and them.
But when did this morning or was that last?
It was like
night?
late last
Yesterday, wasn't
night.
it?
So it was
Last
like
night?
early morning for them, but like late last night for
For
us. Yeah.
So the next 24 hours are very crucial at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's your morning coffee, motherfucker.
It's
Pretty
like
much.
it's like a balance beam. You're sitting there dangling like, oh shit, what the fuck's
Yeah,
going on?
everyone's like kind of waiting to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You said that he already sent troops, right?
So far, all that's happened is like Iran's National Security Council has held like a secret meeting, discussing like how they're gonna respond to it. They say that his death has like unified like Iran's like rivaling political factions because they all see this as like an act of war by Trump.
Yeah.
So it's getting kind of crazy. They They have like Iran has a vast network of regional militia trained by Soleimani. So
Did we 100% know that he was going to be at that airport when we blew it up?
oh yeah, that's why they did it.
Oh,
And like that
I was just
militia's
wondering if
like
he just wanted to take out a military base, or he was just like, I'm going to fuck this dude up with a bomb.
Because they're
so the reason I said that is because Soleimani has they killed him because he has plans to like harm the United States. So they wanted to get rid of him before he did it.
Before he did it?
Yeah.
and they're also I think they're the ones, aren't they the ones who first called it basically an assassination? Like I don't know if like the American, like if our news people said it first, but I know that they're calling this like it's an assassination. It was an assassination attempt that was successful, and
It's not an attempt if you fucking...
they're well, I mean, you have to attempt it before you can make it successful.
Mhm.
So
But yeah.
Did we attempt it? Did we try to attempt to kill this guy before? Like, was this the
No,
first time
not
we
him.
tried, or is it
The
just
only
like
person I know for sure
This is the
is
first
what's
time.
his face, Osama,
yeah.
Yeah.
and we missed twice, and then got on the third time.
So-
It's a charm.
Soleimani had like a deep network of like militia that were really loyal to him, and then they're expected to be mobilizing like to retaliate against the U.S. soon. His death sparked a bunch of protests in Iran as well as some place called Kargil in India.
India?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I don't know if that was like where he's from or something like that, but it said it in the article. The killing inflamed tensions in the Middle East, disturbing global markets, and sent oil prices shooting upwards. Iran has threatened major retaliation, or like in their words, like severe revenge on the U.S., which was promised by Iran's supreme leader. So that as a response to that, the U.S. like personnel and outposts have been like bracing for like retaliation and stuff like that. The immediate response was like by the Pentagon. They sent like this thing called the IRF. It's like an immediate response force. They're like a brigade of the 82nd Airborne Division, and they were alerted to like get ready for deployment right away. There's already like a battalion that's there, and the others are supposed to deploy within like the next 96 hours to Kuwait. It's supposed to be like a force of like 3,500 additional troops that are going to be sent there just in case. President Trump also like issued all the citizens around the like U.S. embassy in Baghdad to like get the fuck out of there because they don't know what's going to happen next. A lot of European allies have begun like urging restraint and de-escalation between Iran and U.S., trying to avoid the world war, but it's not looking so hot. So
And that's
we'll
not
see
even
what
counting
happens.
the contractors that we even have out there.
Yeah, no, they're already sending like there's already people there, like U.S. soldiers there,
Yeah, there's always
but they're going to be sending 3,500 more just in case they try
we
to
were
do
trying
something.
to pull them out, and now we're just going to send them right back into that hellhole.
Yep. So we'll see what happens.
Welcome to the world of politics and war.
Especially that place, man. Fuck that place.
And a lot of the Democrats are kind of upset because they don't know how necessary it was to call in a strike force like right then and there.
Yeah.
There was no like hardcore evidence that he was going to plan anything like within the next days or weeks or anything like that. So they think they could have brought it to Congress before Trump just did it by himself, but Trump just
I
ordered
didn't
it.
know the president could just do that. I didn't think he had that power
I mean-
at all. I
I mean,
didn't think he'd be like,
as long as it's
fucking
justified by
blow
the
this dude
lawyers.
up.
I mean, it's the commander-in-chief title part. Like, you know.
It's like pushing through an executive order. If it's something like, who was it, FDR, who like he's the president who within like every president who served a term, he pushed through so many executive orders during like the like World War and like the Depression, the recession and shit. He pushed through like what it was some like huge number, like hundreds and hundreds of executive orders that didn't even go to Congress because they were so dire he needed them to go through immediately. And because you're the commander in chief, you can send certain orders through immediately.
I think I remember learning about that in history class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he like, what did he fuck up? What was it? Oh, he fucked up something hard. And like fucked our economy over. Isn't that when we fell into the Depression?
I think
Was he the one before the Depression?
No,
No, before it. Like right before it happened. Wasn't he the president before it and in it?
It might have been, but I mean, he let us out of it as well. I mean, but either way, nobody wants full-scale war. I mean,
Yeah.
people want to be left alone, and countries set sanctions on other people, and people have allies. I mean, we're already still having issues with North Korea, and they were threatening us with their Christmas gift of their new ballistic missile. It's scary. Like,
The
Yeah,
Depression
I
caught a
prefer
major
not
content.
to.
3 years into the Depression, President Herbert, widely shamed for not doing enough to combat the crisis, lost the election of 1932 to Franklin Delano Roosevelt by an embarrassingly wide margin. So it was Hoover, and then it was Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1932. Okay. What the fuck did he do?
But yeah, I'm just kind of hoping this doesn't escalate too far. Hopefully Iran makes the right decision, doesn't really retaliate too extremely back to us so we can avoid a war.
Well, and like the shitty part about that is you really can't expect them just to sit there and take it.
I mean, like I said, this guy was like the equivalent of our vice president.
Yeah.
So
you kind of expect them to retaliate, but it's like on a scale, how big are they willing to go?
mm,
Like, I mean, what are they capable of doing to us over there, or even potentially bringing over here?
Okay, he was the one who led us out of the Depression. Okay.
FDR?
Yeah. I remember learning about him pushing it through insane amounts of executive orders.
I was like, FDR is my favorite president
Why?
because of that.
Because he brought us out of the Depression?
Yeah.
I don't think
Because he knew what he was doing. But I don't know. It's a terrifying thought to think that something so like drastic can happen immediately. Did this die?
the thing is that kind of frightens me is that it was just kind of like a
Wow.
quick thing that
Really?
I have no mouth.
that Trump just kind of went for out of nowhere. Like we've known about the attacks on the embassy, stuff like that, and it was just kind of one of those things that he just like overnight was like, he's gonna be landing in this airport. You know, he might do something in the next month and a half or so, and it was like without Congress, without anything, it's just like, well, fuck it, let's kill him.
Yeah.
Just
It's one of those
get it
things
out of
like,
the way.
did you really think about like, you know, what happens when they retaliate?
The
Like,
backdraft.
do you really want an all-out war with Iran? Like, what's gonna happen here?
Not to mention, I mean, something that you thought could have been an easy fix, you're about to put thousands of American lives on the line by
And-
sending more troops over there to fight something that you could have possibly avoided
yep, it died.
through like different means.
So that's why the Democrats were pissed off, because it didn't go through Congress, so they didn't get to debate whether or not it was the right call.
Yeah.
It was just kind of Trump and his lawyers type of thing, like, I think it's right, let's do it.
It's
So
gonna die again, though. It dies. This light's gonna go out in like 10 seconds.
That's fine. As long
hopefully it doesn't escalate to anything
Yep, there
super
goes.
huge.
It's double A batteries, by the way.
I guess we'll see what happens. If I get a fancy little draft letter, it's been nice, I guess.
I really hope you don't get a fancy little draft letter,
I
Doug.
hope neither of you do.
We'll see what happens.
Neither of you. Either of you.
Well, I mean, Ryan.
Both of you.
Ryan wants to go. That's the weird part.
No one wants to go to war, you psychotic little fuck.
I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit on my ass here while
Ryan
I
wants to
watch
fight.
other Americans.
How about we just
die.
not go to war, period?
I mean, that's fine too, but like, I'm not gonna just sit my little happy ass here and like, oh damn, those are a lot of Americans dying on that foreign soil. What am I doing here?
I was like,
Nothing.
I'm not
Let me
eligible,
just
so-
go. Might as well.
I'm not eligible, so.
I mean, I'd rather sit at home, play video games, and, you know, do my menial homework every year to get my degree. But if, like, I get called into it, I guess I have to. I mean, I live here, so I might as well. But just kind of hope it doesn't escalate to that. We'll see what happens, though.
Everyone in my family's gone, so fuck it.
Ryan's like, me. We're like, fucking, Jesus, Ryan, chill out there, homeboy.
I mean, like, I get the aspect of, you know,
Ryan's like, have you seen this?
needing people to come and do this shit, but I'm not a killer. I don't think I'm meant to go to war,
Dude, Ryan,
personally. But
remember that SpongeBob where he's like, Kevin, he's like, me. That's Ryan. Who wants to go to the draft? Everyone's quiet, and it's just Ryan. Ooh, me! And he's like, no, you in the back. Me! It's just Ryan every single fucking time.
he's standing up on my shoulders right here.
He's like, I do. He's like, no, not you, the other guy. He's like, no, me! I want to go kill people.
I mean, we can sit here and make jokes about it because we're sitting here, but the real threat of them actually having to do a draft,
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think they'll do it.
But the
I mean,
possibility.
it would have to be so extreme.
There's a
for,
possibility, but I don't think it would happen unless we were like in dire need
I think
of troops.
the
I mean, if
extreme-
it escalates all the way into a world war, then possibly. If it's a war between the United States and Iran and it's a quick war, then
It
probably
wouldn't be a
not.
world war if it's just between two people, Josh.
That's what I'm saying. If it was a world war, then yes, they'd probably do a draft. But if it's just the United States and Iran,
But,
then
like,
probably not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
I'm
only
sorry.
extreme that I can think of, like I
I'm
said,
dumb, I'm sorry.
the last 20, this next 24 hours is gonna be so crucial because if those dudes even think about throwing, suicide bombers into that American embassy, plus like blowing up shit here in America, like to rally us all up to
I
go
don't
over
think
there.
there's been another major.
I
terrorist
doubt
attack
they could
in
get
America
anything.
since
No, that's what I'm
that.
saying though. Like this next 24 hours would be crucial, or 48 hours because of that.
Well, and the thing is, the most logical thing for them to retaliate right now is to attack the embassy over there. That's the closest thing of us to.
That's
them
what I'm saying. Like
they
these
have.
next 24 to 48 hours are gonna be so crucial because if they get that place blown up, like it doesn't matter how many they kill, or if they even kill one. It's just the act of. It's just the point of it.
Yeah, it's well,
Yeah.
we touched you touched us. Now we're gonna touch you.
Yeah,
again.
that's the point. Like that's the whole major point of it.
We're setting up for a very scary.
And like I
back
said,
forth.
because Russia's already in, wherever they are, it's like close to Baghdad or wherever.
Yeah.
Like they got Russian forces already there, just chillaxing.
Mhm.
Like because communist state, there's already a communist position over there.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you start fucking with them, then Russia's gonna come in, and then there you go.
And that's where like the World War III memes are coming in. You have to think of allies, who's willing to defend who's willing to sacrifice troops where. I kind of agree along the lines with Tyler. I don't think it's going to be a World War III, but I think we are on the brink of some kind of war.
I think we'll just go back to that
It'll be a
shitty
war.
country. That's for sure. We'll have to go back to that shitty country,
But
Yeah.
and it's already a civil war over there.
it's just
We'll see what happens, man. I don't know if it was extremely necessary or time sensitive to kill him that moment, but
I mean,
All in all, do you think
I
he
hope
made-
Trump knows
do you-
what he did.
I was like, do you think he made the right choice killing?
I
that man?
think Trump does know what he did, but I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I was like, I think he knew what he was, doing. In terms of let's get this guy.
Yeah, in
But,
his,
like the
in his
position
eyes,
of
it
like,
was like this is the time we can
Yeah.
do it now.
yeah, it was more of you should have had more proof to do it.
Yeah, there should have been more concrete evidence that this was the right choice.
Yeah, there should have been more concrete. I mean, the Secretary of Defense was like, yeah, this guy has killed countless of American lives, and that's in terming of like soldiers, and
Civilians
then
over
contractors and civilians that live there.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the terms of that, it's like, damn, dude, you're in a war zone. Like, that's
Well-
bound to happen there, anyways.
Well, and I mean, we also have to look at this from their side. None of us are in politics.
Mhm.
Like we don't know all the information that they had to make this call. So for all we do know at this point in time, he could have been in the right.
Yeah.
But was it the right call? It's really looking like it's not.
Plus that.
God damn it.
Dude, that's the worst one I've seen. That is the worst one I've seen.
Oh my god.
Where are we dropping, boys?
That's so fucked up.
Tilted Towers, baby.
Dude, look, there's even like a fucking. It has like names on it and shit, dude.
I don't know. It's one of those things that you don't want to think about, but it's all over the news. How can you not think about it?
Yeah.
How can you not sit there and contemplate, like, was this the right choice? How could you sit there and not think, okay, this guy's a fucking dumbass or this guy's a genius? I'm curious to know at this point what the Democrats are going to find in terms of they want to know what sources you had to make this the right call. And I think it runs along the same lines as you. The next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to learn whether he was a dumbass or
Yeah,
not.
the next
Yeah.
48, for sure 48 hours is going to be so crucial.
It's a scary world we live in.
I think I read something about the Supreme Leader saying that within 3 days of what happened is when, like America would receive their severe punishment for what they
Yeah,
did.
like, it just
So-
depends of
What's
how
severe
far they're...
like, what do you think they're gonna
That's
do?
why I just
Like,
said that, Christian. Like,
I
the
mean,
only thing that I can think of is suicide bombers.
The U.S. embassy that's established.
It's most
over
likely
there.
the U.S.
You think
Embassy.
they're gonna blow that shit?
Well,
up?
because-
I mean, that's why they sent 35. They're sending 3,500 troops to be there just in case they try to do something to the embassy or the people.
Because
there.
they've already had rioting over at the embassies where people have been hurt because people are throwing projectiles at the embassy, Molotovs and shit. They're blowing shit up over there. The problem was with the embassy currently, and that for them is the closest thing to us to get back at us, is what we have established there. And that would be the most logical thing for them to retaliate with, but I don't know.
I mean,
I have no clue.
I mean, if they even send troops, they can just send whoever they want. They're terrorists over there and just fuck them all over. It's their home. It's their home at the end of the day.
What's really crazy is I was talking to my dad about this, and to us they're terrorists, but to them
We're
the
terrorists.
terrorists. Like, there's two sides to each story, and there's no winning. There's just not. Like, people disagree. People don't get along. Politics, especially, people don't get along, and certain people need to be in charge, but...
There's something on your eye, and it's going to poke you.
Just think, if we never intervened with that civil war that happened there hundreds of years ago, we would have been so fine.
Wait, what? Civil War that happened there hundreds of years ago?
That wasn't 100 years ago, but...
By now it would have been.
What? We didn't interfere.
We've been
100 years ago in
Iraq
Iran?
for, like-
No, that was right before World War One. What are you talking about?
It's been like...
That
Since,
civil
like-
war has been going on forever.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we didn't fuck with it in the 1800s. Or
No,
the
I'm not. I'm
1900s.
talking about like them fighting that war since the beginning until we
since
fucked
them
with
fighting,
it.
they've been fighting.
Yes,
it
I know.
forever.
That's what I'm saying.
We shouldn't
if we've
have went over
never
there in the
fucked,
first place.
if we've never fucked with that war that they were
Well-
fighting for years, we would have been just fine.
we went over there because
Oil.
Oil.
and they wanted to make a they wanted to put democratic system in there, but
You also have to realize where America stands. We have to be the backup for everything, and we have to intervene everywhere. Like, America can't keep its nose out of everyone else's shit. America's like, what's going on over here? Maybe we could help.
Yeah.
We've secretly conquered the world
In a way. I mean...
because we have a base in almost every single country we can put our feet on. Guess how many are here?
I'm guessing probably none.
It's
I mean,
over.
I think the overall point of an embassy is to establish diplomatic relations over there. So, I mean, people, like, we don't have embassies here, but, I mean, we're not the only people establishing embassies in other countries. Like, Russia's probably got embassies all over Europe somewhere. Like,
Yeah, but there's not one here.
I know, and I just said that. Like, we don't have any here, but that's also the problem with America. We have to stick our nose in everything. We have to be there. It's ridiculous that we can't just let people duke their shit out on their own. We have to try to intervene to try to help, and then it escalates and makes matters so much worse.
Yeah, but it's insane though, right? Like we should have ally bases here, but we
I'm
don't.
surprised we don't
We don't
have-
even have an ally base here,
I'm sorry we don't have any of the NATO here.
but we have
Yeah.
any base you can think of in another foreign country. There's American military bases everywhere, but there is not one foreign military base here.
nothing touches our soil.
No,
Like
nothing
that's
but
insane.
America.
Only American boots can walk on this turf.
We have that's insane. That's crazy. Everyone else is like, we can share some space for you. America's like, we put our shit where we want to,
and
then we do it, and everyone's like,
I'll be honest
Yeah,
with you,
okay.
I think a large part of the world's problem is us. I think if we could
Yeah.
mind our own fucking business, a lot of shit wouldn't happen the way it does. But
why don't we just
But we do it
Yeah, but
for
we're also-
democracy.
We're also one of the most
the two-party system.
we're also one of the most ruthless countries out there.
we are.
and Russia?
But you want a nuke? I got a nuke.
Got one right here in my back pocket.
We'll nuke you.
You want
if you do. I'll put one down right here.
We need to play Civ. Me, you, and Tyler.
I know, I want to play Civ 7. Oh, so just a quick brief on my topic since we're talking about this war. There's a private company, well, not really private. They have their own like armor stability within the military, but now they're gonna make full body armor.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking about like knights and shit. You know how knights used to wear that full body armor?
Yeah,
They want to
like
build
a-
armor
an
like that.
entire
Yeah,
suit.
they want to build armor like that,
They're
where it's flame resistant.
They already have like fans in the helmet and stuff.
Yeah, I know, but they want to do like the whole shit. Like where a 7 whatever 6.5
Stormtrooper.
an AK-47 bullet can't pierce that shit.
That's gonna be heavy as
That's
shit.
what I told Josh. I was like, damn, could you imagine going to World War III and they give you this fucking armor?
You
and
just
you're like,
count
yeah,
armor
you're just fucking, and you're just like, yeah, bitch, I take fucking bullets.
Really, I feel like at that point,
Take an
you're gonna
RPG
get,
to the face, dog.
You're gonna get into that. I don't remember the Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. You're gonna need some exosuits to carry that shit.
You know what's
dog.
crazy? So RPGs actually don't activate until they're 50 meters away from when they shoot out. They don't activate till like 50.
Yeah, that's why they
meters
do
away.
them so close.
Call of Duty's been lying to us.
No, you can't. They won't explode close. They'll hit the ground. Those they won't go off. It has
No,
to be,
I'm talking
it has
about
to be-
like the distance close
I
enough
was
to like.
I was like the tip doesn't activate. It has like a I don't know some kind of like sensor or whatever. But it has to be 50 feet before the tip will activate and blow up the rest of the thing. So like, you shoot RPG at the ground, just go ding, and it won't blow up.
Dude, that Russian that made that RPG, dude, that's one smart motherfucker. Cause that shit, dude, it goes everywhere.
Have you ever seen an RPG in slow motion go through a wall?
Yeah.
Look it up. It's fucking cool. Because you can see the first shell, you can see it slide off, and it creates like this cross hole in the wall, and then you just see it explode in the middle. Like, the first shell is just made to pierce whatever wall's in front of it, and then whatever is inside is another shell, and that's when it explodes, and it explodes everywhere. And the wall it goes through will still be standing. Everything behind it, gone.
My mom,
it's meant to go through stuff. It's not meant. So if you like hit a wall on Call of Duty an RPG,
and the walls aren't destructible.
It wouldn't blow up the wall. It'd blow up whatever is behind the wall.
Call of Duty's not that advanced.
My mom made me think.
Realistic, my ass.
Early today, bro. She was like, "What depends? Who's gonna push you first, us or Russia?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, look at Vietnam. They were communists. Who was a communist? Russia. Who gave them all those weapons? Russia. Who had to come in from the south? Us." And I was like, "Damn, you're right." And she goes, "Think about North Korea. What are they? Communists. Who gave them weapons?
Our goal as
You're
Americans
like,
is to stop the spread of communism."
I was like, "Holy shit!"
Even
She
though
goes,
it's become a problem in our
"She goes,
own
we've been
country."
secretly at war with Russia since the day I was like, fucking Jesus."
Well, I mean,
What Jason Bourne?
Ryan's sitting there just like,
I was like, damn, you know what else I was thinking about? It's like, my mom also had to, like, our parents had to go through that shit of, like, Russia, and I was like, damn, what are we thinking about? Everybody. Everybody at this point.
Who won't want this smoke?
glad my dad didn't get drafted. He wasn't eligible.
So what was that, Nam? No.
No, fuck, my dad's 50 years old!
I was like, wait a minute.
Granddaddy's age, you bastard! Come on, Desert Storm, you fuck!
That is...
Damn.
Damn.
God damn, Ryan! Was your
How
dad
old
in
is your
Vietnam?
dad?
Yes, he's 80 fucking years old!
That's what I think. I was like, wait a minute,
Dude,
how old
my
is
dad's
Dad?
in great shape
Bro,
for
your
an
dad's
80-year-old
young as
man.
fuck.
My dad doesn't like he's 30, but still, not the point, Ryan. You've met my father. You know
Yeah, I
him.
was like, wait a minute, let me...
You're like, wait, that man wasn't in NAM?
I was like, wait a minute.
You think my dad would be mentally stable right now if he was in NAM? Well, he's not mentally stable
Well,
now.
I'm about to say, I was like, he might have been shit.
Dad, if you watch this, do not kick my ass, please. You know it's true.
Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
I was talking about Nam. That's why I was like, wait a minute, he wasn't in Nam.
No. And Granddaddy was an only son, so he didn't get drafted in NAM.
Thank God.
An only
Fuck
child.
So,
Yeah.
one thing I was going to bring up. I read an article. There was a phone call back in like January last year that Trump was just recently told about that his informants around him didn't let him know that Putin had called him, and he's like really pissed off about it. I don't get why him and Putin are best friends.
Bro, they're buddies, bro.
It's
He's
fucking
saying-
weird.
Wait, hold on a second. Why the fuck they calling each other? Like what? Like on the
Literally-
iPhone or something?
No,
or like the
like-
presidential red phone that only
like the executive phone in his office, he apparently has frequent calls with Putin where him and Putin just talk.
Hey, why does Russia have the phone number to that?
What do you mean,
phone?
Tyler? When Trump won, do you not remember what Putin put on Twitter?
No.
Congratulations, my brother.
Yeah, it wasn't
Wait,
there
did
a
he
press
really?
conference about it too.
Yes!
Like Putin came out like congratulations.
Yeah, he goes, congratulations, my brother, on winning the election. And I was like, wait a minute,
And
you're
that's-
tied with Putin like that?
I was like, that's where a lot of the speculation
Dude,
came
they
from. That
ride
it was a
bears
rigged
together,
election.
dog.
Bro,
They're
I
like- dude,
love
they're
that
like
picture of
this.
Putin so much.
Dude, could
That
you
man with a
imagine
fucking
Trump
toupee.
and Putin just like Josh, just like this?
Putin walks
Give me
in,
your hand.
hey,
Other
dab
hand.
me up.
No, just like, what's up, dog? Just like, just
Trump,
like,
Trump's
just
got
like,
a fucking... Trump's got an M4 on this hand, and Putin's got an AK
Dude,
on
what
this
if they
one.
come up like a bro hug? Just like, just like, just like,
Oh,
we're all
go
gonna
Brad.
die.
They just bring it
Brad.
in. Nah.
The dog.
Wait, what is what's Trump's wife? What race is she? Isn't she like?
Melania, yeah.
Yeah, isn't
she's,
she from like close to there or something like that?
Czechoslovakian?
I thought she was just Slovakian.
I don't know. Well, like
Wait,
something that's
what if
probably
it turns out
You
that
can be Slovakian without the Czech?
yeah,
The fuck,
the
dog?
Czech is the Czech
Dude,
came
I
from
don't
later
fucking,
on during
I
the
don't,
war.
dude, does it look like I know the races? I'm white. No, I'm a dumbass.
You might have some in you. Who knows?
What? No, why the fuck would I be
you might
Czechoslovakian?
have some Slovakian.
The Germans went over there,
Dude,
didn't they?
I'm more Portuguese than that. I'm 2% Portuguese, by the way.
Oh, calm down there,
Congrats.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah, what? Are Portuguese brown?
This turned into a racist issue
They're
here.
colored.
I was like, what the
What
fuck's
color
going
are
on?
they?
The brown. They're light skin.
She's Slovenian.
What the fuck is that?
From Slovenia?
Where is that?
I don't know. The Socialist Republic of Slovenia?
Did you see me squeak by accident?
It is.
Don't you
It's by Russia.
even think about it.
It's by Austria and Hungary. And
Oh, it's by Germany. Well, it's like it turns out that like Putin like set them up in a wedding and like deep like
It's been a long
Yeah,
time
it's been a long
planning.
time, like, friendship, and everyone's just like,
She's like a sleeper
it's his
agent who's
daughter?
been whispering in Trump's ear the whole time.
It's his daughter.
oh my god. Dude, imagine if she's Black Widow.
Dude,
damn
Ryan.
it.
She's been a spy this entire time.
Is that where we should just stop talking
Dude.
about?
Yeah, we should probably.
Fucking busted. Got your ass.
Anybody got anything else to say on World War III? Or the next war?
World War 4? We just skipped 3. We just...
Please no.
God damn,
It's
it's so bad.
It's so bad that we just had to skip 3.
It's like Family Guy
Yeah.
when Peter's just like, Lois, we're about to enter World War V. And she's like, Peter, I've told you, you can't have World War V without 3 and 4. He's like, oh no, Lois. World War V is so big, you combine 3 and 4 and make World War V.
Will that equal World War 7?
No, you just combine one war into
I
another
don't know,
war.
but you add them together, it equals 7.
The numbers don't work that way anymore. Come on now.
Are you sure?
Damn, now you really got me wanting to play Civ. We're going home and playing fucking Civ.
No!
It's gonna be like a 3-hour game.
That's fine.
Fuck that, dude.
Dude, I haven't played Civ once since Christian bought it for me. I want to play.
Civ. I want to play other games with y'all. I haven't played in
I mean,
days.
I'm-
I want y'all to
hold on.
watch me feed.
We will argue about what we're gonna play after we turn the camera off.
Okay, fine.
Views Beyond the News. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys
Y'all
next
have a
time.
spectacular day.
Hey, Christian, you recording this?
Yeah, I am.
All right, well, fuck off.